These shoes are the most popular Jordan 4s right now, and I was able to get them for over half off from SmartKick.ru. In this video, we'll see if it was really worth it and full on legit check them for you guys to see if they are one-to-one. Everything I say about SmartKick will be my honest opinion, and I am not getting paid to say anything good about them. I'm just doing this for free so you don't end up getting scammed. Now let's get right into it. Getting into the box here, you can see it came pretty much perfect, except it did come dented up here. I'm sure that happened in shipping, so I'm not too worried about it. Otherwise, the box has the right logo here and here. And then looking at the tag here, it looks like they got everything right, except I think down here it's supposed to say 914 and this one says 814. I'm not too sure how true that is or if it's different with every single pair. Otherwise, the rest of the size tag, you're not going to see any major flaws right away. Opening up the box, you see that they have the cement wrapping paper here, and it does have the right feel to it. It doesn't feel just like a straight up paper like other replicas. It actually feels like a real wrapping paper material. Taking the first shoe out, it already feels like it's a heavy shoe, which is good. Jordan 4s are usually pretty heavy, but I'll just go ahead and give you guys a quick 360 of the shoe, and then I'll show you the bottoms as well. This is actually a really clean shoe. It does feel high quality. It seems like they used all the right material. All the cages are going the right way, of course. The back logo looks and feels good. It actually feels like a rubber. And then the front logo looks good as well with the red tint instead of all white. I don't see any problems with this. I did see that this came a little bit dirty. I'm sure it would wipe off with a rag, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just using my hands, I already got it clean. Otherwise, the back is rounded, so that's a good sign. Back tab does come up right away, but this back tab isn't normal like normal Jordan 4s. On this shoe, I think they made it feel more like just a rubber. But right away, I don't see any problems with this shoe. Let me know in the comments if you can see any flaws already, but this already looks good to me. Nobody's gonna call you out just by looking at it right here. I don't see any major flaws, so I doubt anybody else will. And then taking the second shoe out, I'll show you guys it should be the exact same thing. Cleaning all that up, we will get straight into the legit check. And don't worry if some of the legit checks do not match this shoe's color. I'm just going over some of the most common checks for Jordan 4s. And since these are new, they do not have an updated guide for these, but we should be able to tell just with the most common Jordan 4 checks. The first common check for Jordan 4s is going to be the stitching below the cage. On fake pairs, there's usually too much space in between the stitching here, and I'm not gonna lie, looking at the authentic, I would say it's just a little bit more spaced out, but it doesn't look as bad as the fake ones. I don't think anybody will notice. It's pretty hard for me to tell, so I wouldn't really consider that a flaw. It does look really close to the authentic picture. And then looking at this side, it looks like it is closer together like the authentic picture, but it does get a little bit too close here, which could be a flaw. All right, getting into the next legit check, it's going to be this back logo. To me, it does look like the authentic, but I heard a lot of fakes will have this material be more like a plastic instead of a rubber. And like I mentioned in the beginning, it does feel like a straight up rubber material, so it definitely passes there. And getting into the next one, it's going to be this interior tongue logo. Fake pairs usually have the Air Jordan text too small and too thin of a font, but I'm not gonna lie, I think SmartKick did a really good job with this. It does look just like the authentic picture, so I think it passes there. Getting into the next legit check, it's going to be the heel like I mentioned. Fake pairs are usually straight in the back, but this pair does look like the authentic picture and it does actually have a nice curve to it, so it definitely passes there. Next legit check is going to be the sock liner. On fake pairs, it will usually be thick here, but then it gets too thin in the front, and I'm not gonna lie, comparing it to the authentic picture, it almost does look like it does get too thin, so that might be a flaw, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. But to be honest, it's not that noticeable. The next check is going to be this outside tongue logo. Fake pairs usually have way too thin and too long of stitching. Looking at this pair, it does look like the authentic. The stitching actually looks good. I think it passes there. The next check is going to be the toe box. Fake pairs usually just have their toe box too flat, but if you put it on a flat surface, you should just see that the toe box does curve up, and I personally think SmartKick did a good job with that, so I'll say it passes there. All right, that was all for this pair of shoes. This is a new pair of shoes, so I would expect it to be a little bit harder to get every single detail perfect, but they actually did get most of it perfect. If there were any flaws, it was just something really small. But me personally, if I saw somebody wearing these, there's no way I would think that these look fake. And if I had to try to find something that wasn't one-to-one about it, I don't think I could. I mean, it feels like a real Jordan 4. It looks like a real Jordan 4. The quality and material they used is perfect. I think SmartKick definitely did a really good job with these. I will definitely be buying more from them in the future, but overall rating, I would give these an 8.5 out of 10. It does suck that the box came damaged, but like we mentioned, there might have been a few little flaws. Otherwise, I'll try to show show you guys up close. Like the stitching on this is actually perfect. It looks consistent and everything. SmartKick definitely did a good job with these. Make sure to go check them out in the description below. They have every single shoe you can think of, Jordans, designer, and literally just every single sneaker. They have really good prices too. And also you can use code HAUL25 and you do get $25 off, which literally covers the entire shipping and also gives you a little discount on the shoes. But these are actually really clean. This is some of my favorite pair of Jordan 4s. Also guys, I don't like to ask, but please leave a comment down below what shoes you'd like to see me review. I do read and respond to every single comment, and to be honest, every single comment does give me motivation to make more of these videos for you guys. Also, feel free to join my Discord down below. I do probably have a giveaway going on right now, but otherwise, without wasting any more of you guys' time, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.